listen, let me tell you something. This is coming from someone who loves to be with her man. I love to be with my man now. I mean, I'm the type to, oh, baby, I have to run errands today. Like, and I'm finna sit in your passenger seat and have the time of my life because I love you. Like, I'm very much so that person. I'm very affectionate. I'm very like, I love you, I love you, I love you. Please come here. I just want to be around you. We can sit in the room and not say nothing. I just want to be with you. Like, I love you. However, I really don't think that one's unpopular. I'm not going to lie to you. I really don't think that's unpopular. Like, I feel like we should probably all be in agreement on that. But I know somebody feels like, okay, y'all, are public apologies not the most embarrassing shit ever? That is embarrassing. Y'all, sex is not as important as y'all be trying to make it seem. It's really not. I get it. Some of y'all have a high sex drive. Some of y'all are just freaking bunny rabbits. Like, some of y'all just get it, and go. I don't believe that someone can take your man.
Young Apollo with the
Hey y'all, hey, it's me, KaRena Lee, and I am back at it again with another video. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is KaRena. If you're not new, welcome back. Thank you so much for supporting. In today's video, we're talking unpopular opinions, which you knew by the title. So if you're interested in hearing about my unpopular opinions, relationship edition, definitely keep watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's just go ahead and get into it. My first unpopular opinion, let me get my face together so y'all don't, wait. My first unpopular opinion, black men do not cheat.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Yeah, I said what I said.
Something ain't right.
Okay, so now that I'm done clowning, because you know I had to clown real quick. I had to clown really quickly because who would I be if I didn't clown real quick on a video? So let me start the video off by giving y'all a couple of disclaimers and then we'll get for real. Okay. So for one, I just want to get the disclaimer. These are my unpopular opinions. Mine. That's what the title's called. You do not have to agree with me. That's why they're unpopular and that's why they're mine. Okay, so just want to get that disclaimer. Another thing, if you're someone who's, you know, like sensitive or like easily triggered or like anything like that, I feel like these are the wrong videos for you to be watching. But if you want to stay, definitely stay. Like, I support you staying, but, you know, don't be butthurt at the end of the video. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. Another thing I just want to say is that
Editing KaRena wants to say that I'm very blunt and I don't really sugarcoat, but I understand that my approach might not be for everybody. So if I come off a little I'm very sorry. I promise you I'm chill. Don't be scared.
So yeah, with that, I really don't think that there's gonna be any controversy or anything crazy going on, to be honest, because although they're unpopular, like it's let's just go ahead and see how many we get through. Let's just hop into it. Let's just get into it. And yeah, so asking what the deal is in the beginning of a situation is not an issue. Why? Like, stop waiting to be like, what are we? Like, why do y'all wait so long to have the what are we conversation? And for me, I think that it's fine to know somebody's intentions from the jump. Like, I don't understand why people are so, wait a minute, what are we? What are we doing? What's going on? Babe, relax. I just want to know where you're at, so I know where I'm at, so I know where we're going. You feel what I'm saying? It's really not as deep as you're trying to make it right now. I'm not trying to literally pull you into my closet and like keep you forever. Like, I'm just saying, what's the deal, bro? Like, what do you want? What are you interested in? What are your intentions? I need to know these things. Like, I don't understand why people act like it's the end of the freaking world if you bring that question up a little too soon. Like, oh shoot, you know what my other disclaimer was? My other disclaimer was that I am a Libra, in case you didn't know. So for me, I teeter-totter on a lot of these things. Like, I do see both sides. Like, I do understand. I am like, I don't know. Like, I actually agree, but I don't agree. Just so you guys know. But yeah, that was my other disclaimer because yeah. But with that, it's just like, I said that to say, like, I do understand to some extent, like, okay, like, it can be a little, like, okay, like, why are you asking that so soon? But at the same time, like, I feel like the older you get, I don't know. I feel like the older you get, the more you should value your time and just, like, why waste it? You feel what I'm saying? Like, if someone's intentions aren't the same as yours, why not find that out sooner rather than later? I don't understand why we're 5 months down the road and now you're asking someone what y'all are, and like that's how now you're crying in the club because this man is doing whatever he's doing, or woman is doing whatever they're doing, but you know it's usually the... Anyways, you're hurt about it and you could have avoided this by asking the question at the beginning. Like, stop waiting until the last minute to ask these questions. Like, find out from the jump, like, what it is, what it ain't, so that we know what we're doing. I don't get it. Making me sense? Okay. My next unpopular opinion. Stop doing relationship things when you're not in a relationship. Because again, this is how you end up crying over bullshit that could have been avoided. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean stuff like this. For example, why, and I can't wrap my head around why I would share my location indefinitely with you if we're not in a relationship. Why exactly do you need to know my whereabouts if you're not my man? I don't get it. When I'm with you, and when I'm not, I'm not. And that's really all you need to know. I don't understand why we're sharing locations. Like, you're not my nigga. Like, I'm confuzzled. I'm confused. I don't understand. Or like, ladies, I've been a victim. I've been a victim for a long time. But why is it that as women, we put all our eggs in one basket? That's another thing. You're doing relationship things when you're not in a relationship, and I know, like, everything is on a case by case, to keep it 100 with you. Like, everything is on a case by case. However, this is how I really feel like we play ourselves. The dude is great. He's cool. He's showing you all the signs that you like. Now you fell in love with his potential. Yes, you fell in love with his potential. And all of a sudden, you don't want to talk to nobody else. You don't want to give nobody else a chance. You don't want to entertain about nobody else. And I'm talking about, like, beginning stages, y'all. We're not talking about 6 months into this and you know what I mean? I'm talking about beginning stages. Like, why is it that as women, we struggle so hard to not put all our eggs in one basket? Like, stop doing that. I say this for you and I say this for me. Stop doing that. Because homeboy's talking to he's talking to 10 other girls, and you're only talking to him. So if, heaven forbid, y'all stop talking and you put all your eggs in one basket, when you could have had like 3 baskets with eggs in them, and then one goes and you got 2 of the baskets, then it's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we should, or here's my thing. Stop doing relationship things when the other person isn't doing the same. If y'all are both doing relationship things, as much as I kind of don't agree with that either, to be honest, because if we're gonna do that, then why aren't we in a relationship? If you want to do relationship things, why aren't we in a relationship? But nevertheless, if y'all both doing it, fine, I guess, because that's y'all's prerogative and it's working for y'all. But I'm talking about the people who legit just like give and give and give and give and give, and like, I feel like, I don't know. Anyways, my next unpopular opinion. Stop looking for closure with people. You do not need closure. You want closure. Let's be clear about it. You don't need it. You want it. Like, you need water. You need air. You don't need closure. Closure is great. It's a wonderful thing to some extent. But I feel like people use closure as a reason to stay in contact with someone or to get back into contact with someone. Like, I just need to know. And believe me, Actually, at this very moment, I could use a little why, but notice I said I could use. I don't need it. Because at the end of the day, like, is their behavior not enough of an answer? Is it not? Like, the memes that are like, oh, that lame shit is enough closure for me, or like that funny shit is enough closure for me, that's dead. That's literally the truth. Like, was the funny behavior not closure enough? Was the cheating not closure enough? Was the disrespect not closure enough? Like, you want closure. You don't need it. So stop. I feel like, of course, closure is nice and then closure is cool, but like, it's like, you're not always gonna get that. On top of that, you're not always gonna get closure. So stop acting like you need closure to move on. Move on, babe. Move on. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say besides pray about it. Talk to whoever. If you're not religious or whatever, for whatever you gonna do something besides feeling like you need closure from that person. Because sometimes, let's say, okay, I need closure, okay? Like, I need it. Like, I have to have it. Like, it is a must. Like, in order for me to move on, I truly need it. Okay, so I think that the reason that I don't think that that's a good mindset to have is because if that's how you feel, you can't control someone else. Just because you need closure doesn't mean that that person feels like they need to give it to you. You can literally be like, okay, like, what happened, da da da. What if they don't text you back? What if they ignore your shit? Or what if they're like, it just is what it is? Like, what if they're vague? Like, what if they don't... You're looking for a specific answer. That's really what it is. Like, you want closure because you're looking for something specific to be said to you so that you can move past it. And at the end of the day, if you don't get the exact answer that you want to hear, you're really not getting closure, because it's not going to be closure for you until you hear what you want to hear. And that's not always going to happen. You cannot control other people. So, babe, let the closure thing go and let the person go and just move on. Move on. Move on. My next unpopular opinion is that I feel like exes can be cool, cordial, calm, and collected. Now, friends is actually what I wrote or typed. And it's ironic because I actually talked to my therapist about this yesterday. And so we were talking about da da da. And of course, she's going to hit me with the same rebuttals that y'all are going to hit me with, or that y'all are thinking, which is like, for what? Why? Why be friends? And I said, can we be realistic right now? Can we get real? Y'all know how I do. Can we get real right now? Every relationship doesn't end horribly. Like, everything isn't like shit hit the fan and I got beat down, I got ran over. Like, everything isn't super dramatic with a breakup. It's really not. Like, sometimes y'all just don't work in a relationship. Y'all just can't make it work in a relationship. Y'all just don't vibe well together. For whatever the reason is, y'all just don't work like that. So y'all break up. I don't like everything, unless someone legitimately like it went down bad. Like, they cheated on you, you know, they did just foul things that are foul. If y'all broke up for a reason that is like foul, disrespect, like something just outrageous, over the top, of course you can't be friends. Like, just in a general sense, like, I'm like, everything doesn't hit the fan. So why can't people be friends? Why can't people be? And that's when I tell my therapist, like, okay, friends is a little bit of a stretch. And then she was like talking about like, okay, like, we talking about like significant others and all this other stuff. And I'm like, okay, obviously, like, my thing is, when someone new comes into the picture, it's up to you as the person in the relationship to set boundaries with your ex, who you may be cool with or whatever the case may be. Boundaries are important. Okay, so I'm not saying that you and your ex should ever be texting at 2 a.m., babe, because that's where you lost me. Because what do y'all have to talk about? What do y'all have to talk about at 2 a.m.? You should be asleep, because I'm trying to sleep, so now I'm not. What's going on? What's going on? That stuff like that, of course not. Like, I'm not here for that. But I'm saying, like, hey, how are you doing here? Like, what's the problem? Like, I don't understand what the issue is. Like, I think that if your significant other is comfortable with you being cool, cordial, calm, and collected with your ex, then everybody in the party's fine with it and there's no issue. I think that we need to move past the fact that you need to hate your ex because it's your ex. Much so, actually, this is a little off topic, but much so like the fact that people always like want to act like you need to hate your ex's ex. Baby, I don't know her and I don't care. I don't know her and I don't care. Like, the thing for me is like when you start doing some stuff that's problematic for me. If he dated you in the past, what does that have to do with me? Like, you're in the past. That's doing it for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see what if she clearly couldn't. Anyways, yeah, like, so with that, I'm like, boundaries are important, but I do think it's possible. I think it's something that can happen, especially when, okay, not right after the relationship, absolutely not. No, because friendship or being cool or calm and collected comes after the feelings are gone. I'm talking about y'all didn't talk for a year. You know what I'm saying? Or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5. And then y'all reconnect. Come on, like, so much can happen in a year. Like, you're a whole different person at that point. So why can't y'all be cool? Why? And even she was like, okay, well, like, that's your past. Like, why do you have to? And I get that too. And if that's how you feel, then obviously, then don't do it. But I'm saying it's possible. It can be done. You shouldn't be buddy with your ex. But y'all can be cool, calm, collected. My next unpopular opinion is that I do think that someone can cheat and realize that they made a huge error. I don't think cheating is a mistake. I don't think it is. Is that an unpopular opinion? I don't think cheating is a mistake. I don't. You're gonna tell me all the stuff leading up to you cheating, you didn't think about me once? You didn't think that she wasn't your girl? That's not me. So how did you get through a whole process of cheating? I don't care what it was. Y'all was texting and cheating. Y'all was flirting and cheating in person or whatever. You had sex with this person. You kissed this person. Whatever the cheating was, you didn't think about the fact that that wasn't your girlfriend who you were talking to? How is it a mistake? How? How is it a mistake when you're making a conscious decision to cheat? I don't get that. What do you mean it's a mistake? It's a mistake because you... And then people don't want to decide it's a mistake until after they do it. It's like that thing where people are like, I would rather ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. Well, look at you now, down bad because I'm not taking you back, period. I don't give a flying freckle. Like, it's over, it's done, we're through. My doorbell's ringing. I'm gonna be right back and we'll get back on track. I don't believe once a cheater, always a cheater. I do believe that people truly believe they made a mistake, in which case, you know, they would never do it again, third. But the relationship will never be the same, ever. It'll never be the same. Okay, so my next unpopular opinion, ladies, stop hating your man if you don't want him to lay your ass out. Okay? Because would he be wrong for doing that? No. But would he be wrong for doing that? Absolutely. So it's like, stop. And a lot of these things that I'm saying, like, ooh, it's 2022, y'all, and I have grown so much. We'll get into other videos like that later down the line. But long story short, just stop putting your hands on people. Just stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, like, when women, we're smaller. And so, you know, my hit might not even really hurt him for real. Might be a little brush. But sometimes women are abusive, like beating on this man, beating on him. And because you're a woman, you think that that's okay, you think that's acceptable, you think that's fine, and it's not. Because why? You don't want him to lay you out. You don't want him to hit you back, but you're hitting him like you want to knuck if you buck. If you don't want to knuck if you buck, if you don't want to fight and he want to tussle, then just stop. I really think that women should just stop hitting men altogether. Let's all keep our hands to ourselves. How about that? Y'all, toxic relationships are being normalized. They're being normalized. And that's not cute. Cheating, lying, all that extra stuff, it's a no. That is not a part of a relationship. Like, the whole men cheat and we need to, like, people are really going around spreading lies that men cheat, and that's just something that we need to accept. Who is we? We doesn't include me, because What? Like, why is it that people feel like we have to go through all these trials and tribulations to really be in a happy relationship? Why don't y'all want to be in healthy relationships? Let's be real about it. Why don't y'all want to be in healthy relationships? Why? Why does everything have to be toxic in this? And I had to stop saying this generation when I started conversing with people who are not in my generation, because it's everyone. It's not generational. It's everybody. But with that, it's like, why do y'all not want to be happy genuinely? Why don't y'all want to grow with someone? Now, issues in a relationship are of course going to happen. Like, of course. Like, if your relationship is picture perfect, like, I mean, congrats to you, and I'm very happy for you, and that's wonderful, but that's not necessarily usually the norm. So there's bound to be at least one issue. Let's be real, because y'all are two different people. There's bound to be issues, but I'm talking about, we're normalizing cheating. We're normalizing toxic habits, toxic traits. Like, how can, like, something besides cheating? Like, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, oh, I don't know, but y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, the toxic relationships are being normalized, and I hate that for us all. I hate that for us all, especially the people who genuinely are here for it. Like, want better for yourself, because I want better for you. Okay, so this is one of them things, as a Libra, I high-key teeter-totter on. Like, I high-key teeter-totter on. But titles matter. And titles don't matter. So what I mean by that is, again, I feel like girls mostly watch my videos anyway, but I definitely want to, like, anybody who mess with me, I want you to be on my channel. I want you to subscribe to my channel. So that's why I don't want to, like, just talk to the ladies. But I do feel like this is more of a ladies type of thing. But this just really goes back to you being a wife when you're not even a girlfriend. You're being a wife and you're not even a girlfriend. Like, if he doesn't say you're his girl, if he doesn't ask you if you want to be his girl, you're not his girl. I don't care, you guys. I don't care. I feel you. I love you. I support you. I'm with you. I understand. But cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it the fuck out, okay? Because if he doesn't verbalize it for you, and I understand, like, oh, we're grown now, like, da-da-da. I don't know, for me personally, I still want you to ask me to be your girlfriend. Because that's cute. Like, why do you want to take the romance out of it? Like, why are you being childish? Like, it's giving childish, and I don't want to talk to a childish boy. I want to talk to a grown man. So, with that, if he doesn't ask you, you're not his girl, period. Yes, you're over his house every other weekend. Or shoot, maybe you're there every weekend, sis. Maybe you're there every weekend. Y'all go to dinner, y'all go on dates, y'all go to lunch, y'all go to brunch, y'all go to dinner, y'all go to the movies, y'all sipping paint, y'all horseback riding, all the cute stuff. Y'all doing all the cute stuff. Yeah, it really seemed like you're his girl, which is why you're doing wifely things. But you're playing yourself. You're playing yourself. Because as soon as he does something that you want to check him on, you look like a dummy. I'm so sorry to break it to you, but now he's gonna hit you with the "but you're not my girl, but you're not my girl, but you're not my girl." Ooh, the way the baby did Danny Lay, "But you're my side chick, but you're not my girl, but you're not my girl." This is how we get embarrassed, ladies. This is embarrassing. Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening to you because you keep doing the same shit. Stop. That's exactly why you need to have the conversation. Don't be afraid, y'all. Stop being afraid to figure out what people's intentions are, because it could save everybody's time. Time you cannot get back. You can't get your time back, so why are you wasting it? Why? Yeah. But at the same time, titles don't matter, in the sense that if y'all have open communication, y'all understand what's going on. The outside world don't need to know what's going on with y'all. Just because you're not his girlfriend doesn't mean that y'all don't have a mutual understanding. Like, you know, I'm messing with you, you messing with me, we messing with each other, we doing this, that, and the third, but you're not my girlfriend. And that's what I mean by the title. You feel what I'm saying? Like, everything doesn't necessarily need a title. Like, I don't have to be your sneaky link. Sneaky link. I don't have to be your girlfriend, friends with benefits. Everything doesn't necessarily need a title. And I feel like sometimes like that's society trying to put that on people. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you need a title or which is kind of what I said. So, but I'm not contradicting myself, because what I'm saying is if y'all have clear communication on what's going on, both of you, like y'all have discussed it amongst yourselves, it's very clear what's going on with y'all, then you don't need a title. But I'm saying, like, if you're doing things and like it's not clear on both sides of the ends of what's going on exactly, that's how you play yourself. Stop playing yourself. Please, y'all gotta stop playing yourselves. We have to stop playing ourselves. But it's y'all, it's not that. I'm just trying to be inclusive. Okay, so this one right here is probably gonna ruffle some feathers. But I said what I said, and I stand on what I stand on. Women who sleep with other women's men are literally at the bottom. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. And what really gets me is the notion that you don't owe that person anything. Like, I'm not the one in the relationship. It's not my relationship. Like, that's not my, like, so I don't know. This is a very, but I'm just gonna say what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna move on. The fact that you think that you can sleep with someone's man, and your mindset behind it is that you don't owe that person anything, and that you're not the one in the relationship, it's them, is honestly horrible. For one, common decency. Like, maybe you don't owe them anything, but really common decency for real. Because if it was your man, how would you feel? Right, exactly. Common decency, like, is that not you are going to be repaid for that. God has something for you. And I hate to be the one to say it, but God has something for you. And I don't think it's going to be like a pretty present. I don't. Because you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. I'm sorry for you. Because you're wrong. Okay, y'all. I cannot get behind this idea that a guy has to pay for everything and do everything. Like, I can't get behind it. I'm sorry, you guys. I can't get behind it. I can't. For example, the whole opening the door thing. Now, I mean, baby, in this day and age, it really does seem like chivalry is dead. But it's not. Keep hope alive. Don't do that to yourself. Chivalry is not all the way dead. It's hard to find. But, like, for example, opening the door, right? So and this is like so cute because I mean, thank you, God. But like most of the time, the people that I mess with, like I encounter, like it's very much so like they're mad about me even touching the door handle. Like I'm like, stop it, stop. Like you don't even have to do all that. But you see, I love it. But at the same time, like it's really not that deep to me personally. Like if we're walking up to the door and I am at the door before you, I'm going to open the door. We want me to stand at the door and wait for you so you can open the door. Like it's just not that deep. Like I want you to want to open the door. I want you to have that energy, but it's not like every time you have to open my door. Like it's not that serious. Like another thing, I don't necessarily feel like you have to pump my gas. If it's nighttime, baby, you should be the one pumping my gas for sure. But if it's in the middle of the day on a Saturday and I don't know, for whatever reason you want to sit, like maybe you're tired, maybe I don't know what the reason is, but I don't think it has to be that way all the time. And other people genuinely do. Like, and I just feel like it's not that serious. Furthermore, on that topic, can we get real right now? Let's get real. Can we get real for a minute? Can we? Let's be real about this. Let's be for real about the splitting bills conversation. Let's be for real about it. Like, come on, y'all. Social media is a whole nother conversation for a whole nother video on a whole nother day. But social media really has some of y'all believing that you shouldn't pay a dime for anything. Like your man should fully cover the expenses of your entire identity. from the top to the bottom. I'm talking about my hair, my lashes, my nails, my eyebrows, my wax, my wardrobe, and our housing, and anything else I want. All of our dates, like everything should be funded by your man. Babe, you're not dating Lil Baby. Your man doesn't get 200 in occasion. He doesn't. And you know that. So why are we really... Stop talking about things that are like not in your tax bracket. Okay? Like the whole Birkin thing, like... You know your man can't afford to buy you 5 Birkins. He just can't. Like, you know that. Even if you don't know his finances, you know that you are not at that status. You're not talking to those men. So what are we talking about right now? Like, realistically, like the way that the world is set up, the way that finances are set up, the way that the cost of living, you're gonna have to pay some bills, beloved. You're gonna have to. Whether that be that you pay the internet bill and you know, all the streaming platforms, and you get the groceries and he covered the rent and everything else. Like, either way, like, are we really gonna sit here and pretend? Are we really gonna sit here and pretend like you shouldn't pay for nothing? Nothing? So what are you doing? Just being cute? That's the problem, ladies, but we're gonna get into that on another day. But a lot of ladies think that them just being there is good enough. And it's not. It's not. Let's be real, y'all. Like, as much as we want the men to have some substance, ladies, I need a couple of y'all to get some substance as well, because what are we talking about? Like, let's be real about the splitting bills conversation. Like, you're not over there. Stop trying to live through celebrities, because you live in your life and they live in theirs, and you don't live over there in theirs. So let's be real. For real. Okay, this is a good one. The idea that if you're not dating to marry, you're wasting time, I can't really get behind the idea to some extent. Now, if you're in a place in your life where that's genuinely what you're doing, that's what you're ready for. Like, you're ready for marriage, you're ready to settle down, you're done with the street life, like, then of course, you know, you want to date to marry. But I'm talking about the people who think that, like, everything is dating to marry. And it's like, if anything, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're not going to marry every person you date. You're not. Some of these people that you might not even date, like, I mean, be in a relationship with, like, some of these people you might just talk to. So I'm not understanding why we would be dating to marry if I'm not ready for marriage, you're not ready for marriage. Dating to marry just sounds so pushy and so counterproductive when you're not in that place. And like I said, like, you're not going to marry every person you date. I don't know, like, the dating to marry thing is not really adding up to me. Like, why? I do think you should be intentional. I do think that. I think it should be intentional. No, we don't have to date to marry. Like, for what? I don't want to marry you. I just want to fuck. No, I'm playing. I'm serious. This is my last one. I'm going to leave it here. I want the ladies to know that I am a woman and I'm not... anything that I say is just genuinely out of, like, can we pull it together? I want us to want better for ourselves. That's really what it is. I want us to want better for ourselves. As women, if we would start elevating the bar and stop accepting certain things, like cut it off when it happens, then it would be easier for the men to pull it together just a tad. I'm not blaming us for their wrongdoings, but what I'm saying is, like, I do feel like sometimes, ladies, we are the problem. Sometimes we are the problem. Like, I'll leave it at that. Because what my actual last unpopular opinion is that women can gaslight too. Women are gaslighters as well. Like, and I don't think we talk about it enough. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you an example. I was listening to a podcast and it really just made me think. So in relationships, obviously, I've said social media a couple of times, but you know, you start dating someone and all of a sudden the conversation might need to be had. It might not. Like, some people like to carry themselves in a certain way. Maybe their significant other doesn't exactly love it. So sometimes the conversations are had about do's and don'ts of social media, right? And if you are the type to do the absolute most on social media, maybe that's, I really want to say as far as clothing goes, because that's really just the easiest example. But if you were the type to just be very exposed on social media a lot, for one, I think that your man shouldn't even have talked to you if he felt that way, to be real with you, like, and vice versa. Like, I feel like if you don't like the way, like, what someone's doing, then you might as well just not go ahead and not, because you're trying to change somebody, and you shouldn't do that. But let's say the conversation being had, and then, you know, they're like, I would just appreciate it if you would not post this type of content anymore, like, and you tell him, well, this is just how I dress, like, you're insecure, like, if you feel that way, then that's just how you feel, like, I am who I am, da da da. You're gaslighting. Let's be real about it. You just told, that man came to you and he told you that he was not comfortable with something that you were doing. And honestly, like, do men even do that? Like, it's hard enough for a man to express it. It's hard enough for us to get a man to express his emotions. So if your man is telling you, like, you know, I feel some type of way about this, and you tell him you're insecure, like, you're just insecure, like, you're just insecure about it, like, I don't know, like, what to gaslighting? Do I hear gaslighting? You're gaslighting him. Or furthermore, the idea, you know, the concept of, like, the women who want everything paid for, or let's say, like, you want to go to, I don't know, the best steakhouse in the city, and for whatever reason, he doesn't want to pay, or okay. Lashes could run you like $300. No lie. Yes. Getting lash extensions could cost you $300. So let's say, you know what I'm saying, like, you want to get your lashes done, it's $300, and your man is like, I'm not paying for that, like, I'm not dropping the funds on $300 lashes, because he just doesn't feel like that's necessary, like, that's over the top, that's too much money, I can't believe it, I'm not doing it, I'm not participating, it's not happening. And you tell him, if you broke, just say that. That's a gaslighting comment. That's a gaslighting comment. And as much as we be trying to be funny about it, like, if you're broke, just say that, and kiki. Or does he just not want to pay $300 for your lashes? If you're broke, just say that. So yeah, this video, I hope it's not too long, but it's probably gonna be long. All my videos are usually long. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me, supporting me, fucking with your girl. But yeah, this is the end of my unpopular opinions. I feel like my opinions were, like, not unpopular, but maybe they were. I don't really know. Anyways, if you made it this far in the video, I thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely check out some of my other videos. You might like those as well. You probably will. If you do, definitely subscribe to my channel. Turn on that bell notification so you're notified every time I post another video. And without further ado, I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.